Football Friday nights, everyone. If you're watching this show, hopefully your team played tonight. But for many, another rainy day and a lot of cancellations.
Yeah, a rough week, a rough 2 weeks for high school football here on the Suncoast. But we've had a few games. You know?
Yeah, no, we did okay, and only one game in Sarasota or Manatee counties. But first tonight, we're going to show you all Manatee County schools were canceled early or postponed. And Sarasota High School versus Booker was the only game to play in Sarasota County. Here's a look at the games that have been rescheduled. Manatee High School's game against Palmetto has been moved to Monday night at 6 o'clock. Two matchups will be held tomorrow morning. Out of Door Academy will face Keswick Christian at 11 o'clock. And St. Stephen's will host Lakeland Santa Fe Catholic also at 11 a.m. Bradenton Christian School's game against Shorecrest Prep has also been postponed, and we are waiting to hear on when that game will be held. And here's a look at the canceled games up there as well. So, like I said, it's an easy choice for our first game tonight, Dwayne. It was the only game played in Sarasota or Manatee County, a heated matchup between Sarasota and Booker. Remember, 3 Sarasota players defected to Booker in this offseason, and emotions were definitely high in this game. Now, the Sailors would strike first and often tonight. Brian Gagg leading his receiver perfectly. Sarasota on top 7-0.
One of Sarasota's greatest players.
That's right, and the Sailors were firing on all cylinders. Booker's Arthur Brantley was stripped by senior tackle Bryant Adams, and he gets a rare touchdown for a defensive tackle. Always exciting. Now, unfortunately, this was the story of the game, a first quarter benches clearing brawl between these two teams. And as you can see, things got out of hand in a hurry. Refs were throwing flags, hats, just about anything they could to try and stop this madness.
Absolutely terrible. I think it's going to be very bad for these two programs.
Yeah, and we're told 7 total players from both teams were ejected, which means they'll likely have to sit out again next week. Now, Booker would finally get on the board in the second quarter thanks to a catch and run by former Sailor Talik Keaton, but Sarasota rolls in this one. Then out east, Booker's district mate DeSoto County hosted Avon Park, and things were bad early for the Bulldogs. Senior holder Nerion Washington fumbles a first quarter field goal attempt. And then Avon Park would pounce. Junior running back Montre Braswell hits the hole for 45 yards, nearly untouched. Red Devils up 7-0. Then in the second quarter, wide receiver D. Kearney takes the end around 5 yards for the score. But then there was a scary moment in this game as DeSoto freshman Juan Garibay needed a bay flight in the middle of this game.
Wow.
Now, it appeared to be a lower leg injury. We don't have any other details. We just hope it's not as serious as it seemed. Avon Park would eventually win this one 41-3. And Dwayne, weather was not a factor for another pair of area teams down south.
Well, not at all, Adam. For the Port Charlotte Pirates, it was all about work. Head coach Jordan Ingman trying to take his squad into the playoffs, looking for win number 2 this season. Now we start off in the second quarter. The Pirates already leading 3-0, and Ernest Harvey goes by a defender and picks up 16 yards, leading it to a field goal to make it 6-0 Pirates. Still in the second, clock winding down, and Devon Keys finds a hole and scampers all the way to the Cougars' 3-yard line for a 25-yard run. Same series, quarterback Paul Barnes sneaks in a couple yards for the score to make it 13-0 in the half. Pirates end up winning big, 33-7. And across the Peace River, these guys were ready to rumble as well. Their coach, this guy, Big Binky Waldrop, trying to steal one from the Trojans of Naples Lely. We start in the first, quarterback handoff to Big Malik Williams, barreling 15 yards into the end zone to make it 7-0. Go ahead, Malik. Still in the first, another quarterback handoff to Devontae Price. And look at this. He's all over the field, making defenders miss. He comes out on the positive end with about 40 yards to lead to a touchdown to make it 14-0. Cheerleaders pretty much liking this play. We'll see them right here. They love it. Now look at this. Quarterback D. Hicks in the pocket to pass to a wide open, guess who? Devontae Price for an 81-yard touchdown. This one got ugly real quick. It's a wrap. Tarpons take it 42-13.
Excellent games there, and coming up, we'll bring you a preview of Monday's rescheduled matchup between Palmetto and Manatee with Tiger head coach Dave Marino and senior defensive tackle Rashad Williams. Stick around.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits on the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Welcome back, and thanks to Tropical Storm Hermine, we are joined now by 7-year Palmetto coach Dave Marino and senior defensive tackle Rashad Williams, a Manatee High School transfer, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Their game obviously moved to Monday, and Rashad, I want to start with you. What's it like as a player, obviously an emotional game for you personally, waiting all week for this game and now having to wait 3 more days?
It was kind of like, I'm ready to get this over with. Get the chills out, ready to play these boys.
Absolutely. And what's the plan this weekend now, you know?
We make sure we stay focused, stretch a lot, stay hydrated, watch film, go to each other's house, watch film.
And then go play some primetime football on Monday night.
Yes, sir.
Pretty nice. And Coach Marino, you know, going into this game, what do you do against a team like Manatee? What's your game plan? What's your X factor against a team like that?
Well, you know, our identity this year is going to be our offensive line. We're going to run the football. You know, we got our offensive line back, you know, 4 guys returning, and then plus Rod goes both ways for us. We got a good group of running backs. We got an athletic quarterback, so we're doing some things differently offensively that's enabling us to control the clock, move the football, keep the chains going, and then, you know, our defense is back from last year. So, you know, that's another strength, and our kicker's back. So, you know, we feel like with a good kicking game, making teams start on the 20 and playing good defense and solid defense, and then being able to run the football, that, you know, it's a recipe that we feel is going to be good for us to have success.
Absolutely. Now, Coach, you know, Class 7A, District 11, in my opinion, one of the most competitive districts in the state of Florida. You guys are in it. You have to compete against Braden River, Venice, Sarasota. How do you guys compete in such a tough conference?
Well, you know, we try to play a tough schedule early on to make sure that we're tested and we know exactly where we stand and what we need to improve upon. Last week was a great test. Going against Darian Felix from Fort Myers. Fort Myers is a perennial powerhouse year in and year out. They were 8-2 last year. They only lost to us and Charlotte, who was undefeated. So, you know, we felt like we played pretty well last week, but, you know, we found some areas that we needed to improve upon. And, you know, we worked at it this week, albeit it was a shortened week. But, you know, that's what we try to do. We try to play a tough schedule. We got Manatee this week, and then we play Southeast. So we feel by the time we get to district play, we know exactly who we are, what we're capable of, and we've been battle tested.
Gotcha. And Rashad, I got to ask you, you're a senior, you're going to move on, possibly play college football. What are you going to take away from Palmetto Tigers, being a Palmetto Tiger?
I grew up a lot since I came here, just from Manatee. Just really becoming a better man and doing what I got to do. But that's about it.
Attaboy.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, like you said, Coach, testing your team early in this season. Manatee certainly a test early in this season. This would be, what I assume a pretty big win, huh?
Yeah, it was a great game last year. Came down to the last second field goal, and unfortunately we were on the short end of that. But but we feel good about this year and what we're capable of. So
Excellent.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Very good. Well, Coach Marino, Rashad, thanks again for joining us. And coming up, guys, we have another Football Friday Night Flashback. We'll be right back.
From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in. Tune in to Animal Outtakes to find out what they have to say.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Civic for $174 and no down payment, just $174. Get great clearance deals now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Get ready, college football fans. When you buy a $5 or more Fantasy 5 ticket and enter your team's drawing, you could win great prizes like team merchandise, tickets to your team's games, and other bowl game experiences. You could even win a championship weekend prize pack in Tampa or $10,000 cash. Fantasy 5 from the Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Shop GoWildHonda.com. Lease a new Accord for $189 and no down payment, just $189 or 0.9% APR. Get great clearance deals now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Welcome back. Tonight we're going back to 2005 for our Football Friday Night Flashback. The Booker Tornadoes fielding one of the top teams in the state that season. In their third game of the season, Booker shut out the vaunted Manatee Hurricanes 31-0. Booker's Sam Shields had a big night, rushing for 1 touchdown and catching another. Shields went on to star at the University of Miami and is now in his 7th season with the Green Bay Packers and is one of the top cornerbacks in the NFL. Booker made it all the way to the Class 3A championship game that season, losing to St. Augustine in the final.
And as we mentioned earlier, there was no football at Riverview High tonight, but the school welcomed 3 new members to its Athletic Hall of Fame. The 1991-1992 girls basketball team was honored for its Final Four appearance and undefeated regular season. 2 former coaches, Don Page and Jason Means, joining the team as new members of the Hall of Fame. Fellow Riverview Ram Hall of Famer member ABC7 Scott Dennis was the program's MC.
Now let's check in with ABC7 media critic Daniel Feingold for his very valued thoughts on our Week 2 performance. Daniel?
Oh, thank you. I did not know they were valued, but I appreciate that. And I will say, we're going to go high very early on in the season here. So the good news is we're going 5 out of 5, and I'll explain why in a second. The good news is we're going 5 out of 5 gold bars, but the bad news is it's only downhill from here. You can't get higher than 5 out of 5. The reason is Mother Nature again dealt us a bad hand, and we pulled through. We had some great highlights. We had the coach on, and there we go. So 5 out of 5. You guys handled it very well. So I'm going to go with the perfect rating this week.
Gosh,
yeah,
it's an honor.
I know, and I think Coach Marino helped, and Rashad Williams helped as well.
They definitely get a gold bar each.
Absolutely.
For sure. Now, we also want to mention Northport did play tonight, but they played in Cape Coral against Ida Baker. Northport losing that game 6-28, and really that was it for football. Hermine did the rest, but we had a good time.
Yeah, and hopefully next week we can get all our games so we can have highlights and get everyone on here.
Absolutely, and pictures. Be sure to send those pictures in next week as well. Another big thanks to Palmetto High School for loaning 2 of their finest tonight. That's all the time we have. We'll see you next Friday.